the way I see it, the Niners have to draft a quarterback this year. They're now back in the position where it's round 1 and round 2. Jimmy Garoppolo is going to be on this team probably for the next few months, if not the next year. So you got to draft a quarterback. The only question is who's going to be sitting and developing behind the bridge quarterback, whether it's Garoppolo or Ryan or whoever. Who are you getting? I've made it real clear. I do not like drafting a quarterback at 12. I don't like these quarterbacks in the first round. I don't like the only first round quarterback I like is Trevor Lawrence. Trey Lance can't see the field. I think Trey Lance is going to legitimately have to change positions in the NFL. Justin Fields is terrible with pressure in his face, just like every Ohio State quarterback of all time. Mac Jones played quarterback in a rocking chair at Alabama with that offensive line and run game. He's going to be in for a real surprise in the NFL. I just wouldn't take a quarterback at 12. I don't think that's where the value is. I think the value is in round 2, that mid part for the Niners, or they trade up a little bit if they have to get to the end of round 1. And I love Kyle Trask. I love him. And that's a guy that I would have liked to see in the Senior Bowl. And if he's there, the Niners should take him. But there's another guy the Niners should look at too. There's 2 guys I like now. And I haven't watched a ton of this guy's coach's tape. I'm going to be. And I'm going to do it with Jack. I haven't even told Jack Hammer yet. But Jack, we're audible. No more Trey Lance this week. We got to go on to a new guy. He was just the MVP of the Senior Bowl. His name is Kellen Mond. And I've been talking about Kellen Mond for months. I like him. But I haven't watched enough to have like a real strong opinion. Here's what I can say about Kellen Mond. He's a better prospect coming out of Texas A&M than Colin Kaepernick was coming out of Nevada. I like Kellen Mond better than both Justin Fields and Trey Lance. Kellen Mond has 4 years of starting experience in college. Who else can match that in this year's draft? Experience matters. He improved every single year. He is mobile. He has the mobility and the speed you're looking for in an NFL quarterback. He's not ready to play right away, but none of these quarterbacks are except for Trevor Lawrence. He's an interesting prospect. He can play in a pro-style system. He's mobile. He's the kind of guy you're looking for, the kind of quarterback you're looking for in 2021. He's improved his throwing. He was the Senior Bowl MVP, much more polished than Colin Kaepernick was when Kaepernick left Nevada. Remember, Kaepernick was a guy who played questionable competition, was more of a runner than a thrower, and had that big fastball. I see Kellen Mond as a guy who has a lot of throwing experience in the toughest division in college football. And when he first started as a rookie, he was really inaccurate. But he's improved his accuracy all 4 years. And you've seen in the NFL quarterbacks improve their accuracy. Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen. You can do it. Now, I wouldn't take a pocket quarterback who has to improve their accuracy, but a mobile quarterback who can run like Kellen Mond. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I actually kind of like his throwing better than Kaepernick's throwing because Kaepernick was that elongated release with the fastball. I think Kellen Mond actually has a little bit more precision. His throwing motion reminds me more of Lamar Jackson. He doesn't have a big cannon. He's going to be living more over the middle of the field like Lamar Jackson. But for a guy in the middle of round 2 who might become a starter and has the mobility you're looking for in modern football, Kellen Mond is really, really interesting. Played in the SEC, 4-year starter, mobile, improving as a passer. Probably going to go to a better team. Going to be able to sit on the bench longer. Won't be thrown into the fire like Justin Fields or Zach Wilson. I'm going to be doing some coaches film study on Kellen Mond, the quarterback from Texas A&M with Jack, and we're going to look at them together and decide. Because I've watched Trey Lance. I can't believe that guy is terrible. Terrible. I really like Kellen Mond. It's a guy the Niners can get. It's a guy they can sit for a couple of years and develop. He's interesting. I think the Niners have options. Kellen Mond, Kyle Trask, 2 guys who should be available in round 2 that the Niners can develop, who can sit for a while. I prefer Kyle Trask. I do think that guy can become a upper echelon passer in the NFL. But Mond is interesting. He's a developmental dual threat quarterback prospect who can play in a mobile, in a Shanahan style system. I like him. And one thing he's got over Trask, experience. 4 years starting experience. It's nice. I like that. Trask, a year and a half. Anyway, both guys need to sit on the bench for a while. If you guys have any opinions on Kellen Mond, I'd love to hear him. I haven't done very much discussion about Mond on this channel, but the guy was the Senior Bowl MVP. He really, really does look good. I don't know. Anyway, that's all I wanted to talk about. I wanted to give my take. No days off, Grant. Nice. Yeah, I usually take Sunday off, but I can't. I mean, come on. I'm going to be done, though, in about 10 minutes. I just wanted to come on and give my take on the Niner Stafford thing, because when it broke last night, I was on the way to San Francisco for dinner with my wife, and I wasn't about to hey, we got to cancel everything because the Rams got a quarterback. No. So I got a bunch of calls. I didn't answer them. If you called and I didn't answer it, it was Saturday night. I was, I'm married. What do you want me to do? Sorry, not sorry. I called you back this morning. You didn't answer because you were up late last night, and I went to bed at an early hour, and I was up at 6. So anyway, I wanted to get up, get my take out there real quick. Yes, I said the Niners had the inside track. No, I never said things were close to being final, because they weren't. The Niners had a firm price they weren't going to budge off of. Good for them. The Rams are crazy, but they're doing this because they had to get rid of Goff, and I think McVay's out of there in a few years anyway, and doesn't care about the future of that franchise. He cares about getting his ring now, and he wasn't going to get one with Goff. So I get it from their perspective. The Niners have plenty of opportunities to move off of Jimmy Garoppolo this offseason, and the point is, whether it's Ryan, Cousins, whoever, that guy is just a bridge. And the answer is someone in this draft. It's either basically Kyle Trask or Kellen Mond. You tell me who it is, because it ain't Trey Lance. It ain't Justin Fields. And the Niners aren't going to get Zach Wilson. So that's the real thing. We got to look back at the draft. Whoever the Niners get in a trade, this is just a temporary fix. Matt Ryan's 36 years old. You know what I'm saying? All right, hold on. I'm getting some questions. Alejandro, look at Jamie Newman from Wake Forest. He's a pretty accurate passer and mobile. I thought Kellen Mond looked much better than Jamie Newman did during the Senior Bowl practices and game. Now, if someone who was at the Senior Bowl disagrees, has a different take, would love to hear it. Just from what I saw on the internet and on television, Kellen Mond, clearly the best quarterback at the Senior Bowl. I do not understand the Mac Jones hype. The guy can't move. He doesn't have a strong arm. He's going to be so shocked by NFL pressure. He's never seen anything like it. The guy played in a rocking chair. Don't see it. Jamie Newman looks like a backup. Kellen Mond, to me, I'm looking at him, I'm saying, hey, man, if Colin Kaepernick can start 60 games in the NFL and win half of them, why can't this guy start? I mean, put him on the bench for a year, maybe 2. That's what Kaepernick did. He sat on the bench for a year and a half. If this kid, Kellen Mond, can get the same treatment, he's got the same build as Colin Kaepernick. He can run like Colin. He's got that long stride speed. He's elusive. But his passing is so much more mature and developed, because he doesn't just have that long slingshot fastball. He actually has touch, and he has experience, and he didn't just play in the WAC. He played in the SEC. Better prospect than Colin Kaepernick. It's one way to look at it.